Hey everyone, welcome to Social Sutras to simplify social thought. So in the last video we talked about India Employment Report 2024 and some of its major finding and the concern the report has flagged. It also provided some of the suggestion, and most importantly the report said that around 83% Indian youths are jobless, and joblessness increases with higher education level. Now in this video, we will be talking about the major causes of youth unemployment in India. So the first reason is demographic pressure. So India has a sizable youth population, around 7 to 8 million young Indians are entering the job market every year. But there is a mismatch when we talk about the number of youths who are entering the job market and the available employment opportunities. So this leads to increase in competition, and it increases the stakes for young job seekers. So demand is high but supply is less. Supply of job is less. Job seekers number is very high, around 7 to 8 million per year, but there are not enough number of job. Also you see here, we are presently in the demographic dividend opportunity. Now what is this demographic dividend? So it is the economic growth opportunity which is brought on by change in the structure of a country's population, whereby the number of working population increases and the number of dependents such as elderly and children, it decreases. So but this demographic dividend is not going to last uh, for infinite number of years. It will last only till 2055. So we need to provide such an environment which is conducive for job creation, right? We need to skill our youths. Now so first point, demographic pressure. Demand is high but supply of jobs are inadequate. Now coming to the second reason, educational expansion and rising expectations. So the report, India Education Report itself has talked, as more and more Indians are getting educated, and with increase in education level their expectation increases. So someone who is holding a PhD degree is not willing to work at low level, right? So they want good quality employment where there is income security, job security, right? But such good quality jobs are few in number, right? So that is one of the other cause of unem- youth unemployment. And also gross enrollment ratio in higher education, it has already crossed 27% in India. And national education policy 2022, it targets 50% GER by 2035. So there is gap between aspiration, rising aspiration of youth because of better qualification, right? PhD holder and actual job availability. So this is leading to frustration. This gap is leading to frustration and disillusionment among youth because they want meaningful and well compensated employment or job. Now coming to the third reason, technology disruption. So rapid technological advancement, it is such as AI, it is leading to displacement of some of the traditional jobs, which will affect youth disproportionately because youth are often seeking employment in the sectors which are vulnerable to automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, robotics. So these new emerging technologies, they will replace lot of jobs, right? And because of this, unemployment is increasing, youth unemployment is increasing. Now coming to the next point, global economic dynamics. So there are fluctuations, uncertainties in global economy, right? And this impact industries whereby traditionally young workers they used to work, and this is exacerbating the youth unemployment during economic downturns such as COVID, you might have seen. Now the next reason is delayed entry into the workforce. So because some of the this young men and women, they pursue higher education, so they, and also they take time to explore diverse career paths for themselves. So this leads to delay in entering the workforce. And however prolonged transition, it contributes to higher level of youth unemployment. Right now, according to India's employment report 2024 itself, there is skill deficit. So, despite in India's youthful demographic, right, youth population is high in India compared to other country, right? So we are in the demographic dividend opportunity stage. There is a concern regarding lack of skills among the workforce. The report says a significant portion of the youth lacks basic digital literacy. They do not know how to use internet, right? And which is hindering their employability. The report notes that 90% of Indian youth are unable to put a mathematical formula into a spreadsheet. Around 60% they cannot copy and paste files, and at least 75% of youth are unable to send emails with attachment, right? And also, according to India Skills Report, around 46% Indian youths are unemployable. So what does this imply? It implies jobs are there, but these jobs need certain kind of skill set, and Indian youths are lacking those skill set. So that is one of the reason. Then there is widening gender gap or gender disparities. So periodic labor force survey, female labor force participation rate is around 37%, and which is one of the lowest in the world, though government has taken steps to increase this. So because of low female labor force participation rate, youth unemployment it is high, right? Because the young women they face substantial challenges in securing jobs, even though they might be having the higher education, a higher qualification and skill set, but because of patriarchal notion and other such challenges like public mobility, it is not safe. Their geographical mobility is hindered because parents do not want their girls to move to the another city for the sake of job, right? Now, social inequalities. This is one of the major reason, because though we have talked about affirmative action and we have targeted policies when it comes to SC, ST, scheduled caste, tribals, etc., but they still face barriers when it comes to accessing better quality job opportunities. Educational attainment has improved among these groups SC, ST, across all the groups including SC and ST, but the social hierarchies persist, which exacerbate the employment disparity. What is mean by social hierarchy? It means getting job is also dependent on your social contract. So people from the higher caste they have better social social capital, in the words of Pierre Bourdieu, and this social capital helps them to acquire or to get job. And since they were having social capital, they got the job, and now they will be having the economic capital as well, right? So Pierre Bourdieu talk about different type of capital: social capital, economic capital, political capital, cultural capital, symbolic capital, right? So social hierarchies it persists, still it is there. You might be having knowing this, most of the manual scavengers in India are Dalits, right? And most of the those working in the leather industry are from the lower caste, Dalits, right? So these social inequalities and social hierarchies they are still prevalent in India, and because of this it exacerbates the employment disparity. Now, high youth unemployment it can have social political repercussion consequences. It can lead to disenchantment among the youths. It can lead to alienation, disillusion, and there will be demands for reservation and state benefits. Maratha, Jats, Kapus, etc. They are demanding reservation so that they can get the jobs or they can reap other such state benefits. There can be social unrest and potential challenges to political stability. So it can be threat to Indian state, right? So we need to address this. So addressing youth unemployment, it needs targeted policies which are aligned to market needs. So we need to align our education system with the market needs. So education, vocational education should be provided to every student so that he acquires the skill set as per the market needs. We need to foster entrepreneurship, right? Entrepreneurship. So become job givers rather than job seekers. So we need to create the culture of entrepreneurship in India. So government had come up with the Startup India program, Stand Up India program. We need to create an environment which is conducive to job creation. So ease of doing business, we need to provide conducive environment for MSMEs. We need to provide them technological support, financial support, and other such assistance which they need. So need to create environment which is conducive to job creation in sectors appealing to young workforce, right? And also we need to provide them skill sets, latest skill sets in artificial intelligence, machine learning, coding, whereby more jobs can be created. These are the new sectors. There are some green and economy, green energy, green mobility. So upskilling is needed. So state must become an agent or facilitator to create such regulations or policies whereby job creation is easier and the issue of joblessness among the Indian youths is addressed. So this is all for this video. Keep watching, keep learning, and do utilize some of these important points when you are writing answers in your GS paper and even sociology paper too. I hope you like this video. Keep watching. Thank you. All the best.